So I was just asking, means what are the different stages? Means like you have worked as a in like I think you are describing you worked for past 2 years with this company. So what are the different stages of product management? If you'd like to describe and tell our viewers that these are different stages, means you have to go through it, and means like that will be good to know about for the people who are seeing this video. Yeah.
So basically, first of all, there's a lot of ways to solve one problem. There's not just one way. Like, when you put a problem in front of a bunch of people, they'll always come with a lot of different solutions. So you have to consider all various solutions that are there. And then you have to think, what is the best possible way for us to to keep it simple, but also, with least amount of effort, how can we do the best solution? That is what you have to think. Once you have that and you convince your team with that, that's when you have to prioritize it. Prioritizing is a big part of product management, like the whole roadmap, product roadmap. You will be bombarded once you start a product. You'll be bombarded with a lot of requests from customers, from investors, from your company visionaries. Everybody will have some feature that they think is the best thing to do for the product. So as a product manager, you need to be able to understand the vision of the company, and you have to be in line with your technical, your engineering team also, given that you're working on a technical product. And then be able to prioritize it. Okay, this is the alignment in which we're going to, you have to balance between all of these different stakeholders in the product. Then once you have prioritized it, you have to plan it for, then you have to actually really break it down into the deliverables. You get into part of program management. So one thing that you should understand is that as a product manager, a lot of companies will require you to do or work with program management also. Program management usually, a lot of people actually kind of use these terms synonymously, product management, program management. So people ask, what is the difference? So product management is like, program management is a part of product management. Program management is working on the deliverables. Once you have decided as a product manager what needs to be done, what is the feature or what is the product, then it goes to program management, where you start working on splitting into what, small deliverables from each team, each engineering team, or each of the team which is going to build it. And then what is the timeline, and then you track the progress, you unblock people, you make sure that everybody's on track and you're getting progress the whole time. Then you finally build it, integrate it into one place, you get it tested, and then you plan for a release. So that the whole thing is called program management. That is where you are working more on the deliverable and the timelines. The product management part is where you are doing the research and you're analyzing and you're coming up with a solution. So after this whole thing is like, once you prioritize and put it something into a sprint, that's when your program management starts and you start working with on the deliverables. Once you have the deliverables ready, and the next thing is QA cycle, where you get it tested, you ensure that yes, it really is what we initially planned. The product manager will check, okay, I am the owner of this feature, and I want to make sure that this is what my customer wanted, and that's exactly what the team has actually built. Okay, that's the QA cycle. And then finally you are ready for release. So for release, you want to like make a nice hype about it, depending on how big your feature is. And you want to make sure your customers know, you educate your customers, you send out nice marketing emails, and on the website, you put it on marketing, hey, this feature is coming out and your company is doing this. And you kind of like, you make sure that a really good launch of the next release is there. So then you release the product, and then it's out there. That is where you are really being tested as a product manager. And then finally, you look at the results and measure your success.
Okay, so I have one question, Shivani. Means like I have seen means like various startups, and even we are also working. So the importance of user research when, as a product manager, you are building some functionality or you're building some different flow for a customer. So how important is the user research? Because this is the one of the questions which most of the people ask. Like, have you worked on your user research? You know about your user, because I think that is the most important thing, who is going to use your product. So how means like, for as a product manager, how you think user research is important, and how you deal with it?
Yeah, it's very extremely important, the user research. So maybe I skipped this part. So when you are coming, as I talked about the initial part, right, where you are coming with various solutions. Now a lot of companies do these like alpha beta testing. Like you basically come with it like different like solution, like maybe different designs which solve the same problem. Okay, or different kind of you come with like this what should I say, propositions. Okay, what if I solve the problem this way or another way or another way? So you can kind of put like various designs in front of the user, and don't confuse them too much, maybe 2 or 3 designs at max. And now who's the person that you want to test it with? So that should be who's your end, what do you have in mind as your end user? These are the people, this is the category of people who's actually going to use my product. That should be the person you want to test your this thing, your products, your designs with. In our case, like we were a startup, so we had very few customers who were using a product, and it took us a lot of while and effort to even get them to start using it. But once we got it, like we would once we you will have to be in good terms with the customers also, you know, and you have to kind of like, hey, now we are coming up with this feature, you've asked for it, and we are really passionate about building it. And then you show them like, would you like to see it this way? How would you rate this? Like, you know, likes and dislikes, you kind of maybe record their expressions also while they're using it, or their comments. Like those things all help a lot. So usability testing is a huge part of it. We even did it in our company. We even do like internal research. So we are now like 50 people. So we'll get our team like, guys, please take out 5 minutes and complete this survey, or please check it out and tell us what you feel. So,
okay. I think okay.
Like, but internal and all that is fine. Like general people opinion is one thing, but the most important thing is what your customers say. The people, IT admin who's actually going to use it. Like in our case, it's an IT admin.
Okay, fine. So means what I can get from means like you say you explain means like first of all you are trying to see those who are working with this, what's their feedback, what they will think about it, or you give with a different version to your customers. They will look into it and they will say this is good or not. Okay, so I think am I right? Means like have I understood correct?
Yeah.